So it looks like all of our competitors are in the room. I don't know if we want to get started. I don't know.
I'm fine with that.
I'm ready.
All right, and we do have two people double entered, I believe. I don't know if we want to let them go first. They are speaking second. I don't know what they're doing. So yeah.
Yeah, Ophelia and Cole, are y'all double entered?
Yes, we both are double entered.
Awesome, great. Then we're gonna go ahead and get started with y'all.
Would you guys like time signals?
No, thank you.
All right.
Ruth glances around the room and notices the wooden crib, the quilt adorning the wall, and the results of all the decisions that she had made and Thomas had passively accepted.
I'm telling you, this is the one, Thomas says.
The call of the nursery, that decision was way too important to make alone. Thomas, that is the same shade of orange as Donald Trump's face.
She places her hand on his cheek.
I love you, but you have horrible taste.
Thomas looks at Ruth. Her tired eyes, her increasingly protruding stomach. Fine. No orange.
Ooh, I felt the baby kick, Ruth says, and places Thomas's hand on her stomach.
He hesitates. That's amazing.
For both of them.
The unexpected pregnancy had been intensely traumatic.
To keep the baby was the decision that Ruth had made.
And for the past 7 months, Thomas had tried finding joy in his wife's decision.
While Ruth spent her days becoming increasingly excited.
Thomas grows more and more anxious of the looming due date because the baby isn't actually his, because Ruth had been assaulted.
What do you think about green?
I love it.
Stories of sexual assault are often permeated with statistics.
Survivors are reduced to fractions.
Attacks per second.
To victims per state.
We all know the numbers. 1 in 6 women.
Every 68 seconds.
243,000 in 2020 alone.
And while this information is important to understand the depth of this issue, we must remind ourselves to look beyond those numbers and listen to the voices behind them.
The story of Thomas and Ruth, a young couple that fails to understand each other as Ruth decides to carry the baby of the man who assaulted her in order to heal and formulate a family. Their story needs to be heard.
Because while it may be difficult to talk about, the stories of survivors offer a perspective beyond the black and white fruit of their statistics. Unthreaded.
By Victoria Bernice.
Okay, bye!
And thank you for the cloth diapers. They're so good for the environment.
Oh my God.
Did your dad really ask me if my boobs started leaking yet? Like, yes, but really?
They survey the mess of cake spattered plates, of gifts along the fireplace.
Ruth imagined this day from the moment Thomas first tried getting her pregnant.
They imagined celebrating 2 lines on a stick, ultrasound images of a child
with her lips.
His nose. After months of trying, they remained positive, but the tests remained negative.
Thomas couldn't forgive himself when he found out that he was the reason why.
But here he is, soon-to-be father nonetheless. You know, Ruth didn't talk much about the night it happened.
The details of that night are hers and hers alone, but she is thankful for Thomas's empathy. Therapy taught her that there are many forms of healing, and this is her healing. The birthing instructor is
a freaking hippie nut job.
Passionate.
The couple sit on plush yoga mats in a circle around the room.
Thomas, you do the fucking birthing exercises that the ponytailed man told you to do.
Fine. Let us breathe in our positive energies and exhale all that tortures our soul.
Thomas! Wait, give me your hand. I swear, the baby kicks every time you laugh.
For a moment, Thomas doesn't think about the therapy sessions or Ruth waking up screaming in the middle of the night. For a moment, his head clears, and all that's left is the 3 of them. Family. Huh?
Thank you.
The instructor informs them that the child they created will share both of their auras.
Thomas drops his hand. You know, if it's a boy who grew out a ponytail.
I'll leave that one up to you. At the hospital,
the technician starts the ultrasound. Ruth,
and Thomas watch as she points out the baby's heartbeat. It's strong, she says.
up until this point, the sex of the baby has been unknown.
In the next 2 weeks, the technician says, you'll be having a healthy baby.
Boy!
A boy.
A boy who will be raised to be kind and gentle.
A boy who will have questions Thomas will not have the answer to.
A boy who will love deeply and learn words like intimacy, autonomy, consent.
Who will be a constant reminder of her trauma and his shortcomings.
Who will be nothing like his
Who
father.
will look nothing like Thomas. Suddenly, the air in the room gets thick.
Hey. I love you, Ruth says.
Thomas forces a smile.
But says nothing.
I need to get some air.
That night.
Thomas stands in the nursery, examining the ultrasound image Ruth taped above the crib. He studies it. The blankets, the books, all choices that she had made and he hadn't, before he knows that the paper is crumbling between his fists, and he starts to wonder if...
Hey, we need a... What are you doing?
Nothing.
Nothing? It doesn't seem like nothing.
I'm fine, okay? He wants to tell her that he's so sick and tired of...
Stop!
Stop what?
Stop that! You always check out and act as if I'm not here. You act like everything's fine. Every time you talk about the baby, you act so indifferent. Please tell me, what's going on?
Do you want to know? Do you really want to know?
Yes!
I have no idea what happened that night. No idea. I have no idea what he did, how he did it, where it happened. The only proof that I have is this child.
Proof?
That's not what I mean. You know what I mean? What I mean is, how do you think I feel knowing that this man gave you something that I never could?
Gave me something? I kept this child so that I could heal, so we could finally have a family.
Yes, a family that I feel no part of. It's like I was trying to get you pregnant and it wasn't working, and all of a sudden you're pregnant and you won't tell me how it happened?
You have no idea how long and how hard it took to come to terms with this pregnancy.
How was I supposed to know that? Huh? How was I supposed to know if you never told me?
Do you know how I felt? Do you know how I feel? Alone! That night! Alone! Decorating the nursery, the fucking birthing classes all alone!
No, that's not fair, because I've been with you through all of this.
You may have been here, you have not been present. Okay? You are too consumed with your embarrassment, with your shortcomings, but you are not the victim here, Thomas. And trust me, I can do it on my own. Okay, I've been doing it for 8 months. But I need you for the rest of this. Okay, we need you for the rest of this. Okay? Oh my God, what?
Okay. Diaper?
Diaper.
I'm going in.
Ruth watches her husband struggle to change their newborn, the 2 most important men in her life.
He has his mother's eyes and shit.
His father's bladder.
The 3 of them stand, holding each other.
A family.
He has all of the parts of them that matter.
And none of the parts that don't.
Your time was 8:35.
May we please be excused to our next round? Thank you. Have a nice day. Good luck, other competitors.
Best of luck and congrats on finals, y'all.
Best of luck. All right, judges, are we ready to move on to the next speaker?
I'm ready.
Okay. So the next speakers, I'm just going to go back to speaker order. Bonsall and Donovan.
Yes. Hi.
Hello. Would you guys prefer hand signals?
No, thanks. No, we're all good.
All right.
Can you see and hear us okay?
Yep, you are good. I will
Cool.
start timing on your first word.
So, we're short by how much? 1 student. Are you kidding me? The dean really thinks 1 student is going to make a difference?
You know how anal he can be with his budgets?
When does he want a recommendation by?
Today.
Today?
Or we're fired.
Or we're fired?
I think he still blames us for accepting that pyromaniac that burned down the science center.
But he had an amazing essay. How are we to know? Well, what are we going to do? We finished all of our interviews last week.
Look through the waitlisted files and start calling.
The wait list? Oh, God.
Hey, keep your head up. The waitlisted kids aren't as bad as you think.
Rejected. Excuse me, you're late?
Yeah, hold on. Move my 5 o'clock to 6. Yeah, sorry, I gotta do this lame face-to-face.
Excuse me?
Yeah, hold on. I can tell we're gonna have a great meeting. I can feel it. The college admissions process can be surprisingly difficult, not in the least part because of COVID.
Well, I know my application is great. 4.8 GPA, 1600 SAT, 200 service hours.
But you spend all your free time collecting pennies.
So?
Pennies that Taylor Swift has touched.
Oh yeah? Well, at least I don't make voodoo dolls of Harry Potter characters.
How did you find out about that?
You bring Hermione to school every day.
Well, I guess neither of us are going to college. 13 ways to screw up your college interview.
By Ian McWetty.
We only include 6. Okay, I'm pumped. We're gonna blow people's minds. Manana. Okay. Uno momento. It's my broham, Marty. Marty, love him, but wouldn't trust him with a pencil, you know? Okay, let's do this thing.
You're 30 minutes late, Brett.
I know, got caught up in a call, lunch meeting, girls, you know.
It's inconvenient. Okay, I have another meeting.
So let's just bulldoze through this then, shall we? I'll skip the questions here and take the reins. I'm a self-motivator, extremely competitive, and I'm the life of the party. I like your school's aggressive economics program and its ties to Harvard business. Now, my stats are well above your average, so let's make this happen. If you're in the boat, I'm driving the ship. We good?
No, not at all.
Cranberries, baby! What up, Buttercup? You kidding me? I nailed it. It's the Brettster you're talking about here.
Rejected.
Oh, Harold, here. Come in. Thanks for coming in. Here, can you take a seat for me? All right. So, Harold, have you started considering a major?
That's a personal matter, and I'd rather not answer that.
Okay, well, let's maybe put that on hold for a bit. Did you have any trouble finding the building?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay. Well, let's just try to restart that then, shall we?
okay?
Now, what's your favorite subject?
That is my mother you're talking about here! Oh, you didn't just ask to see my mother in a two-piece bathing suit, did you?
No, I didn't.
Allow me to explain. I have a severely rare disorder known as chronoquesta mixedus. It's a neurological condition. Every time you ask a question, I hear a completely different one.
I see. So, Harold, how come I haven't heard of Chronoquesta mixedus before?
Eleanor Roosevelt.
Well, Harold, a college interview is primarily the asking of questions.
Well, I'd appreciate if you treated me the same as any other prospective student.
Okay. What extracurriculars are you interested in?
7th grade, Melissa Blatch. We both had braces. It was kind of awkward.
Who's your favorite teacher?
South Pike Road.
What's your favorite color?
Every Sunday.
Is it me or is this completely pointless?
I don't know that much about the salivary gland. I'm sorry.
Well, Harold, that went well. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Rejected.
So, Elizabeth, is there anything else you can tell me about yourself?
Sure, I played in a number of rec leagues. I'm a practicing vampire. I teach sailing during the summer.
Did you say practicing vampire?
Oh, yes, pretty much my whole life.
So, is this a club or role-playing game of some sort?
No. It's a bit more serious than that. See, I sleep in a coffin, avoid garlic, eat lots of bloody meat, all in the hopes that one day I might turn into a vampire.
Okay, So you're like the Twilight vampires, huh?
Is that an attempt at humor? Because frankly, I don't find that funny at all. In fact, I find that pretty vampirist.
Vampirist. Elizabeth, there is no such thing as vampires.
Wow. Honestly, I expected more out of this school.
Rejected.
Well, Maria, our women's basketball team is nationally ranked. We've gone to the AA tournament for the past several years. Or if you're not interested in playing at that level, we have a number of clubs where you can play more casually. I feel like I've been doing all the talking. You've been very quiet.
I don't think I feel so good.
What gave you that idea? Rejected.
Well, I gotta say, Ben, everything looks great. I mean, solid SATs, GPA, essay.
So, I'm in then?
Well, no. I mean, I have to pass this to my supervisors, and it's a process,
Sit down.
What?
Sit down, won't you? I've been meticulously planning for this day for years with SAT prep, AP classes, all in the hopes that one day I would be accepted. I was intending to hear an answer today.
I'm sorry, Ben, okay? It's not as simple as me just letting you in.
Well, actually, an oral agreement is legally binding in this state. So, in fact, it is.
Ben, let's not ruin what was a great interview.
Shing! I'm not leaving until I get my answer.
Well, you're going to have to. I have another prospective coming in.
No, you don't. Your 4 o'clock canceled on you this morning. You don't have another meeting until Rebecca Smith at 4:45.
What? How did you know that? Did you break into my email or something? I'm going to have to call security. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Phone troubles? Door's locked too. Oh, and we're 10 stories up, so the windows wouldn't be a very safe option either.
All right. Who are you? Why are you doing this?
I'm not doing this. You're doing this. And it can all go away with 3 little words.
But it won't.
No! Those aren't the right words. Say it. Just say it.
Okay! You've been accepted. Huh? You've been accepted.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. I can't tell you how much this means to me. Sorry, I have to call my mom. Thank you.
Rejected.
Shing! Not one?
Not a single one.
This is bad. I'm sure you have at least one student we can recommend.
Hey, if you want to look through my files, be my guest. Ouch.
What does practicing vampire mean?
Hi, my name's Emily Court. I have an appointment at 5.
Right here, Emily, take a seat. Okay, Emily Court. Wow, valedictorian of your class. They decided that already.
I guess my GPA was too high for anyone to catch up. I was just as surprised.
I'm also impressed with the amount of extracurriculars you've amassed. Well, Emily, we should tell you that...
Oh, I'm so sorry. I never have my phone on normally.
It's okay.
It's my mom. I told her not to call.
It's fine.
Thank you so much. I'm so sorry. Hello? Yeah, it's going fine. Any news? Oh my god. Oh my god. I got in? Oh my god. I'm officially an Ivy Leaguer. Ah! Oh, I'm so sorry. I have to take this. I'm really sorry. It was nice to meet you. Okay, thank you. Bye. Ouch.
Wait, Ben got a...
Oh no!
Thank you.
Your time was 9:51.
All right, thank you.
All right, judges, if everyone's ready, we can get started with Uchegbu and Sam.
I'm ready.
Wonderful. And would you both like hand signals?
Can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay.
Would you like hand signals?
2 at 8, a 1 at 9, and a fist at 10 would be great.
Wonderful. I will start timing on your first word.
Thank you. There's a somebody I'm longing to see. I hope that he turns out to be someone to watch over me. I suppose I should start from the beginning, right? Isn't that how it always goes in those cheesy detective novels? Fear, anger, and pain are all aspects of our lives. Yet for Delilah, These emotions have encompassed themselves in the essence of her existence. She unfortunately suffers from a mental disorder, which manifests in her actions and how she interacts with others.
Journey with us through the sequence of this tragic and fatal situation and this heart-wrenching retelling of a courageous woman as she battles her conditions in Delilah by Megan Higgs.
Yes, I'll start from the beginning. I got up at the same time as usual and fixed ham and eggs for Ted and made sure he got off to work on time.
Bye, Ted.
Then I got ready for work myself. I bought myself a new suit last week.
Do you like it?
Susie had decided to stay at home with her new baby, and her position is up for grabs. I was hoping I'd make a good impression, but Mr. Jefferson,
That jerk!
I'm a secretary, and he kept me swamped with work all day. And every time I looked up at the clock to see how close I was to lunch, I saw Kathy Parsons schmoozing Mr. Simmons, the firm's senior partner, and I just thought, well, there goes my chance. So, since I couldn't compete with her way of doing business, I decided to concentrate on the pile of work on my desk.
I guess I spent $125 on this suit for nothing.
And soon the pile was smaller. I worked quite well under pressure, except for one moment, about half an hour or so before my shift was over. I looked down and I'd been doodling all over the cover letter I had been editing. So that put me behind schedule because I had to
Cut the whole dang thing again.
I wish I had blonde curly tresses and big blue eyes like Kathy, so I could get whatever I wanted in life.
But I do try and keep in shape for Ted. I mean, maybe that's why he did it. I'm so old and she's so young and pretty.
And then my shift was over and it was time to head home. It was our anniversary and I thought I'd wear that purple evening gown that Ted likes so much.
You know, the one with the plunging neckline.
I had planned everything out perfectly. I just wanted everything to be wonderful, like a fairy tale.
But of course you know things didn't go that way, did it? Nothing ever goes how I want them. I was hoping nothing would go wrong.
So when I pulled in the driveway, I was very excited. But then I saw Ted's car in the driveway.
Something's wrong.
So I figured he had come home early with a migraine or something.
He always had a headache.
And I decided to sneak in through the back door. And I caught myself humming under my breath. I put a hand to my mouth and then giggled. I was acting like a silly little girl.
I was acting like an idiot.
And as I was putting away the groceries, I just happened to look out our kitchen window. And there was a car parked there. A car that I recognized, but not at first. You see, I couldn't quite put my finger on it.
Because like I said, I'm an idiot.
And when I went to put my purse and coat away, I passed the staircase and I heard the radio. That's funny. I thought,
something's wrong.
Why is the radio on? Ted had said he wasn't feeling very well, so why
Is the dang radio on?
And that song, it reminded me of when I was a little girl and someone
did something very bad to me. It messed me up for life and ruined me for everything else. I just wanted to be a happy little girl.
Never mind. I'm not here to talk about that. And I went up the stairs very quietly because somewhere inside me I knew that
something awful was about to happen.
And that song was playing.
There's a somebody I'm longing to
heard a giggle. No, not Ted's giggle.
Ted.
But a woman's giggle. A very seductive giggle.
Turns out to be.
And I went and looked into the keyhole. And lo and behold, there was Ted.
Someone to watch over me.
With someone else. Someone with blonde curly tresses and big blue eyes.
That jerk! After everything I'd done for him! This can't be happening! I was hoping nothing would go wrong. I just wanted everything to be perfect.
And it all clicked. And I soon figured out whose car that was in our alley. I looked again, just to be sure. And it was her. It was Kathy Parsons from the office. The woman who was schmoozing for that promotion. The woman who gets everything she wants.
Why did it have to be her?
And he was...
There's someone that I'm longing to see.
Something in me snapped.
I hope that he...
And that song was whirling and swirling inside of me, ripping me to shreds.
Turns out to be...
It reminded me of my father. It was the song he used to sing when he came into my bedroom. Why did it have to be that song? I had tears running down my cheeks. I hadn't cried in a long time.
Someone to watch over me.
When I was in the States, I was there and not there. I was there and somewhere else. Somewhere a long time ago when Father sang to me. And in this case, I found myself back at the closet, reaching for the shoebox with Ted's revolver. And I kept thinking, can I do this? I have to do this. And I reached for the gun. And I felt all these feelings I hadn't felt in a long time. They snapped into place as I loaded the gun.
There's someone that I'm longing to see.
And I walked upstairs.
I hope that
the gun felt good in my hand.
turns out to be.
And I pushed open the door. And I raised the gun.
Watch over me. Stop singing that song! Daddy, stop it! No, stop it, please! Please don't hurt me! I hope that he turns out to be. Stop! No! Someone to watch over me. Someone to watch over me.
Thank you.
Your time was 10:52.
Thank you.
Can I just clarify that time? Was that 10:52?
10:52. Yes.
Thank you. And I'm ready whenever everyone else is.
I'm also ready, so let's just go on to our final team of the day, Zavaro and Pasifaro.
Can you hear and see us okay?
Yes. Would you guys prefer hand signals?
No, thank you.
Okay, I'll start timing on your first word.
Content warning. This piece contains mentions and graphic depictions of suicide and self-harm. This is your room, Mrs. Blake. It's a trap. Protect yourself. Mrs. Blake, Dr. Freed's waiting. It's up this way. Come on. It's a trap, Deborah. Where's the wonderful doctor? She'll probe into your brain, Deborah. 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 Hello. I'm Dr. Freed. Take a seat. Okay. So tell me about yourself. Do you have any hobbies? Deborah, do you have any hobbies?
Sure. Didn't they tell you? Suicide.
How many times have you tried to kill yourself?
How many times have you tried?
Deborah. Deborah. The wonderful doctor. She'll probe into your brain. I am with you now and forever. Remember our prophecy. They will leave you here with her for life. Protect yourself. Do not betray us. Protect yourself. Do not betray us. How many times have we told you? How many times? Have you tried to kill yourself?
Once.
We often find ourselves wishing to escape the travesties of reality and enter a fantasy world. What may seem like a fun, harmless idea for most becomes a soul-crushing problem for Deborah, as she is literally forced into a hellish world by her demons.
As with many people diagnosed with schizophrenia, Deborah suffers from distorted reality, which she enters every time she talks to her therapist. This discourages her from outwardly seeking help.
Healthline estimates that 1 in 4 people suffer from treatable mental or emotional difficulties, but up to 75% of Americans don't seek the help they need.
These people and Deborah will continue to suffer until they reach out and get the assistance they require. I Never Promised You a Rose Garden
by Joanne Greenberg and Anthony Page. Your sickness is real, Deborah. Very real. Do you know why you're here?
Clumsiness at the top of the list. Then we have lazy, self-centered, tactless, mean, obstinate. Also, I'm unfriendly.
That's quite a list. I don't know if I can agree with all of it, but if that is true, we have a lot of work to do. Now, I don't want you to give up anything until you're ready, or tell me anything you're uncomfortable with, but I have a feeling we can work together. You can trust me. I won't betray you. She's putting on a loving face to destroy you! You can trust me. I won't betray you.
Prove it.
I can only prove it in the long, hard way. Time. You must give me time.
Why should I give you anything? Why should I give anyone anything? I don't even belong to anybody in this world.
Where do you belong?
Yuri.
Why do you want to betray us, traitor? Didn't we warn you? Didn't we warn you? Where do you belong?
I belong in...
Yuri? Is that the name of your world? Can you tell me any more? Does it have its own language?
More.
More? What does it mean?
It means death. No, please don't ask me anything else. Yuparu punishes us all.
Yuparu?
Not yet. Please not yet.
Now! Suffer now!
No, please no.
Obey! Deborah, talk to me. You're just fine.
I'm fine.
How do you feel?
This is the happiest moment of my life. How do you think I feel? Just leave me alone.
I don't want to leave you alone. I want to know why you did this. Protect yourself. I'm going to ask you again later. See you soon.
Not
yet. Deborah, hello. Come on in. How are you doing?
Good.
Well, your mother told me that you like to smoke, so I got these especially for you. Let's talk about the first time you tried to kill yourself.
Fantastic.
Your mother told me she found you on the bathroom floor. You had cut your wrist and you were letting the blood flow into a saucepan. Later, she asked you why you didn't just let the blood run down the sink. And you said...
So when I go too far away?
Sounds like a cry for help.
Sounds like I'm insane.
That's not true, I promise.
What can you promise?
Help. I will help, I promise.
She will destroy you if you listen to her! You talk to me about getting well and coming back to reality, but what good is your reality if I can't even do anything?
Deborah, you know better than that.
Not
yet. Bathroom to your right.
Are you gonna watch? Christ, that is more hell than I can stand.
All right, I'll be outside. Deborah, are you all right in there? Not a word to anyone!
I'm fine.
Hurry up, we have to get back.
Let's go back then.
Not yet. Is that a burn on your arm? Why do you keep doing this to yourself, Deborah? Deborah, answer me!
Why? Why? I'm poisonous. Things I touch are poisoned. Like my sister. I tried to kill her, you know. I went to her crib, I picked her up, and I was gonna throw her out the window. My mother walked in just in time to stop me.
Do you really think that that's possible?
It happened!
A 6-year-old girl lifting up a heavy baby from her cradle, carrying her to the window, and just when she's ready to drop her, her mother comes in.
I remember it.
Go back into that room. Look at your sister. What do you feel?
Angry and scared.
Did you lift the baby up over the bars?
I didn't even touch her.
You did lift the baby up over the bars!
I didn't even touch her! It's your fault! You're poisonous!
Mine? I'm poisonous? You betrayed our secrets to her!
No, you made me believe that, but it's been you! It's been you this whole time!
No!
Get away! Get away from me! Get away!
Deborah, no! Your great sadness will be when you can no longer find us! Don't let me die, Deborah!
Your time was 7:39. All right, and that is all of our speakers for today. Thank you all so much. Congratulations on making it to finals. Other than that, I don't have anything to say. I don't know if any of the other judges do, but
Thank you so
congratulations,
much
everyone.
for your performances.
Yeah, great job, y'all. And congrats.
Thank you.
Thank you for judging.
Good luck to everybody.
Have a good day.
Yeah. Good luck.
Judges, do we need any of the times again?
I'm good, thank you. I wrote them all down.
All right, have a good one.
Thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate it.
Of course.
Yes. Thank you.